What we really need to understand when it comes to creativity is that our brains, they hate brands. Our brains really don't like brands. They're not interested in brands. As human beings, the way that we make meaning of life and the way that we process the world that we live in is through narrative.
Brands are still incredibly potent, powerful forces. If you were to take the value of that 100 brand on Interbrand's list, it was a little under $1 trillion back in 1999, and it's about $2.1 trillion as of last year.
There was nobody like Franz Beckenbauer or Michel Platini, you know, the equivalent of a Seb Coe in football. So we had poor relationships, we didn't have a strong, recognised, credible bid leader, and then the argument that Russia used about being the largest country that never hosted it was one that was difficult to beat.
I think there is a huge opportunity for creativity within influencer marketing, especially from a content creator point of view. The people that will stay in the game and evolve are the people that are constantly looking at what's relevant, what their followers are saying, and really thinking of new ideas of ways to deliver messages.
I think we've got to ask that all the people whom we would like to be more open with their data, maybe Mr. Facebook, Mr. Google, Mr. BVOD, Mr. whatever, tear down your walls. The walled gardens need to come to an end.
Brands that are most interesting and that we can learn from are the online brands. What I find particularly encouraging about that is they were built on the internet, yet they know and appreciate the job that TV can do in combination with other media.
Popularity does not equal influence. We often are so caught up by follower numbers and thinking that just because something has got a lot of views or that there's a big follower count, that that's an influential piece of content. Just because something's gone viral doesn't mean suddenly that person is influential.
The challenge that faces the Olympic movement is about attracting young people into sport. Basically try and change the decision criteria. To say that people don't think of this as a decision about which is the best city to host the games, think of it as a decision about which city has the vision that best serves the future of the movement.
It's time to use our collective intellectual firepower to chart the course for a different future. So I stand here today asking, please, together, can we be a force for good as well as a force for growth?
I actually think that influencers are the strongest route to hitting consumers because they kind of sit in our space. They're like regular people. They're closer to us than the brands are. They're closer to us than the celebrities are that endorse the brands or the ambassadors that conventionally would be endorsing the brand.